folks? Welcome back to the State of the Overcast Network. Today is Sunday, July 28th, 2013. Let's get started. So to start it off, let's jump right into it. New. We have tons of new things happening this week. We have a new lobby, new King of the Hill, and a whole slew of new servers. Well, a new server layout, depending on how you want to phrase it. Also, we're going to hear about tournaments soon and map developers soon, but we're not sure exactly when that's going to happen. Anyway, let's start with the new lobby. So the lobby got a redesign a couple of days ago. New colors on the floor. It's not as bleak, I guess. It's more colorful, more summertime, I guess. Though there was grass, it was pretty summery. But this makes use of the new hardened clay block, which or stained clay, my bad. And it looks very, very nice. Next, we have new servers. So, some of you may have noticed that the Project Area servers are no longer Alpha through Lambda. It's now Alpha, Beta, Gamma. I forget. I don't even remember which servers are gone now. I believe it's Delta through Lambda are now gone. And in place of those, there are now themed servers. So they each have their own specific game mode. So in replace of Delta through Lambda, we have three mini servers. They just added another one, which feature maps that contain small team sizes. So that's maps like Warlock, the Fenland, stuff like that. Very, very cool. Those are all kind of old maps, so it's kind of like a retro server, and it's to its own extent. So that's really, really neat. Go check those out. Next, we have one gear server, which plays upgrade maps such as Rift. So it's maps where you kill somebody or you kill something and you get, an emerald or a upgrade scroll or something like that. And you can use those to purchase better gear, etc., etc., etc. So those are gear maps, and there's a gear server now. Next, we have one King of the Hill server. So I'll get to that after I'm done with these servers. I just want to let everybody know that King of the Hill server is still in beta. King of the Hill is still a beta game mode. It was just re-implemented though, so there's a King of the Hill server. There's 3 maps on it right now: Storm, Urban Jungle, and Equinox. I'll get to those later. And check it out, because King of the Hill is the old game mode. It's returning, and it's really, really fun. Really fun. Next, we have 2 Destroy the Core, Destroy the Monument servers, typical. We have 1 Team Deathmatch server, and we have 2 Capture the Wool servers. So that is really, really neat. So each of those servers play their respective map types. Awesome. So let me talk about King of the Hill here for a little bit. King of the Hill is an old game mode implemented in Project Ares, or PGM. That's the plugin that runs everything 1.0. And when PGM 2.0 came around, it was disbanded, I guess, to some extent, or put off, just so they could get the upgrade. So it's now back. And for those of you who don't know exactly how King of the Hill works, I guess I'll explain it to you. So King of the Hill is the first team to cap all of the points simultaneously wins, or the team with the most points controlled at the end of the time limit wins. So let's say there's 3 points. If blue team captures all 3 points, they win. If blue team has 2 points captured and the time limit reaches, then they win. If, let's say, blue team has 1 point and red team has 1 point and the middle point is in contention, then it's a tie game if the time limit runs up. So that's how King of the Hill works. It's really neat, really cool. It utilizes the scoreboard very, very well. I really like that. One thing that you may see in the future, as I said, it's still in beta, King of the Hill. So one thing you may see in the future is a point system. So when you have a capture point, when you're controlling it, your team actually generates points for that. So what that means is, like, as for every second you're holding it, your team would get 1 point. And then it'd be the team with the most points at the end of the time limit, or when a certain amount of points is reached. That is something to see that you might see in the future. I know Apple was talking about that the other day, so you may see that in the future and check that out. So we have KOTH, new lobby, new servers, really awesome updates. Really cool, really looking forward to those. Check them out. So that's all the new stuff that has been happening this week. Let's move on to the maps section of the video. So map updates first. A module has been implemented, I think, where all pot PvP maps are now switched to kill reward. Use the kill reward module, so when you kill somebody, the items they have are automatically put into your inventory instead of them dropping on the ground, which should greatly reduce lag on pot PvP maps. I'm not sure if that's been fully implemented, but that it either is or will be soon. Also, another map update is on Race for Victory 3. This one is a big bummer for me, at least, and probably for anybody running the wolves on RFV3. The potions have been removed from the wool rooms on RFV3. No strength pots anymore, folks, which kind of sucks. Just a little bit. But I guess Plastics, as the map creator, has that right to remove it. So that is what he has done. There are no strength pots in the wool rooms anymore. Well, there's no pots in the wool rooms anymore. There are no potions in the wool rooms anymore. Alright, so enough of the map update. Let's move on to the new maps this week. First, we have Storm by Lysac Plastics and Station Zero, which is a King of the Hill map, which is playing in the background right now, which has 3 different capture points. It makes very good use of the hardened clay and kind of has a TF2 type feel. I think it's Dust Bowl is what it called, kind of feel to it. The middle one, I just want to know, is surrounded by water, the middle capture point, which makes it kind of hard to control, and the middle is obviously the point of most contention in that map. Very good map. It is now playing on the KOTH servers. Check it out. Next, we have Urban Jungle by Plastics, which is also a King of the Hill map. It was reintroduced this week. It's actually a very old map and dates back to PGM 1.0. But when King of the Hill support was dropped, it was also dropped. So now it is back, and yeah, it's really neat. So it's a construction zone type of map. One of my favorites, very enjoyable. Plastic says that he really does want to tweak it and that it's really not meant for play now. But the King of the Hill server stuff is in beta. That is what we are learning. So, that's that. And the Urban Jungle gameplay footage was actually at the beginning of the video. And I don't really want to replay the Urban Jungle footage there. So go rewatch the beginning of the video if you want to see it, I guess. Very good map. It's a classic. Check that one out. Next, we have Equinox by Nixter 1025 and Luigi Master 49, also a King of the Hill map. Now playing on the King of the Hill server. Woohoo! It's really, I like the aesthetics of it. I think there was a map update recently, but I'm not sure. And it looks very nice. There's a jump pad. Watch out for the jump pad. You may get stuck in it by accident. Ooh, scary. But it's very nice. There's ladders. There's a King of the Hill 1 capture point right in the center. And you can also, I just want to tell people this, that you can actually get to the capture point from the bottom. You can go up the center building, which is another way to get there, which a lot of people do not realize. So make use of that. Equinox by Nixter and Luigi Master. Check it out. Next, we're moving away from King of the Hill maps to Clover by... Alright. He sent me a SoundCloud on how to pronounce his name. Okay. Timunis? I think that's how you say it. And I2. Clover by Timunis and I2. It's a DTC, destroy the core wool map thingy conglomerate. It's very confusing for new players. Well, admittedly, nobody's actually seen the map before, so when I played it, well, nobody knew what to do, except me, who kind of looked at the the thread beforehand. Anyway, it's a very neat concept map. So there's actually 3 wolves you have to get, and 1 destroy the core. Or sorry, 1 core. I mean, obviously it's destroy the core. You have to destroy the core, right? Anyway, clover. So there's 3 wool rooms right in the middle of the map, and then you have to grab the wolves, run them to your opponent's side, and place them on your monuments that are over there. Each wool has a separate monument location too, which makes it a big pain in the butt, by the way. But it's very neat, and each wool room also has a different bonus item that you can stand on the pressure plate and get. Like, one has a knockback 1 iron sword, and I don't know what the other ones have because I never got there. But that doesn't matter. Very neat. Also want to note that there's iron behind you as you spawn in, so that is good. Check that out. I'm not sure if it's in rotation yet, but it may or may not be soon. I guess my one big complaint about Clover before we close this is that it's so big. You really cannot see where anything is on the other side of the map. It is just it's huge, but it's pretty cool. I like the concept. Very nice. Next, we have Tempest by Lonely Hornet. It is a destroy the monument gear map. So it's basically just like Rift. Actually, it's the exact same in terms of gameplay as Rift, but it's just a different layout than Rift. So it's very, very neat. I've played it only once, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It's just like Rift pretty much. So check that out on the gear servers. And I think that might be it for this episode of the State of the Overcast Network. I have a Race for the Wool game to get ready for and prepare for. And yeah, wish me luck tonight at 9 p.m. EST. RMCG 30. Check it out. Twitch TV. Anyway, I'll probably be posting videos of that sometime soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys learned something. And I'll see you all in another video. Bye-bye, guys.